When I immigrated to the US, I saw firsthand the challenges of navigating our housing system when you have no credit score, no rental history, and frankly, you don't know the system. I was working at the Seattle Housing Authority and witnessed hundreds of families who had the ability to pay rent, but couldn't get anyone to open the door for them. And we thought, this is a problem that's unacceptable, but also this is a problem that we can solve.
Housing Connector is a tech for good nonprofit that aims to reduce barriers to renting for folks who have complex rental histories.
When we think about our system, there were slight mismatches in the supply and the demand that were keeping people from being housed. And what we realized is if we partnered with property owners and managers to help them fill their units and support their bottom line, they would be willing to remove the barriers and the obstacles, such as credit screening, criminal history, eviction history, so more people could access units today.
So case managers now can just log into Zillow.com in a very familiar way that they're used to. They click on the Accepts Housing Connector filter. They can enter in all of their clients' search preferences, and then they can see all of the Housing Connector units that are available. If they click into that unit, they can see that structured screening criteria that we've negotiated down with the property partner so that they know instantly whether their renter is qualified or will be able to move into that unit.
And what this does is it allows these case managers to have extra bandwidth, extra time to go deeper with their clients and make sure that they not only get them housed, but they set them up to be successful in that housing and achieve long-term stability.
We focused a lot of energy on making sure that our housing search product is building efficiencies into a system that hasn't worked. But our work doesn't end there, and we're not stopping innovation just at housing search. We're also looking to build it in to everything that happens after a resident moves in. Because we know after someone moves in, that's where a lot of the hard work begins for a caseworker.
My name is Chanel Davis. I'm Housing Connector's Partner Success Manager, and I help our property partners and our case managers use our Zillow-hosted tool. Our suite of supportive services, including eviction mitigation and diversion, mean that more people are staying in their homes, and this has resulted in a less than 1% eviction rate for Housing Connector participants.
I would say about 60% of the unsheltered community members that I'm serving are good fits for Housing Connector. Honestly, they're working in the community, but they're making minimum wage or they're on disability. A lot of them have low credit or no credit. I have one couple, they're 19 and 23 years old, and they just simply haven't lived enough life yet to build up credit to, basically be approved for a lot of these properties. So it's been wonderful to use. Really supplemented my efforts in getting people more stably housed.
When we started Housing Connector, one of the things that we believed in was that everyone should have choice in where they live. And this has allowed us to ensure that communities don't concentrate poverty in certain parts of neighborhoods, and that we can really diversify the entire city and the entire community and ensure that we have a thriving and diverse ecosystem.
At Goodman Real Estate, we have communities across the Puget Sound, and we are able to see that we have Housing Connector a little bit in each community. And I think that's really beautiful, rather than saying it's just this community in this corner, which maybe doesn't have as many resources.
We understand that there are millions of people in need of a solution in housing. And so we've designed this model to be able to be replicated in other cities and to be able to house tens of thousands of individuals. In the first 4 years since we launched, we've housed almost 6,000 people. But we know that there are so many more folks that need support and need housing. And we feel like we need to continue scaling, continue investing, and redefining ourselves to meet the need that is in front of us. No unit should be sitting vacant when there are people in need of a home.